Jeff Adams Show.
It's the Jeff Adams Show.
The Jeff Adams Show is
live from Lakeland, Florida. It's the Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by...
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by CheapOair.com. CheapOair is the fastest way to compare and book flights on over 450 airlines. You heard that right, over 450 airlines worldwide. Plus, for a limited time only, you can use promo code JEFF to save even more on your next flight. So don't let summer pass you by. Book that trip of a lifetime on CheapOair.com today.
CheapOair. Travel the world for less.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/The Jeff Adams Show. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. GoDaddy.com. They have everything you need to put your business online. Find new customers and get started. It's go time. Visit GoDaddy.com. Enter promo code JEFF199 off and save on your new purchases. BitGravity, the exclusive HD provider of the Jeff Adams Show and TTB Network. Trust BitGravity. Visit BitGravity.com for more information. The Jeff Adams Show is produced on NewTek's TriCaster 460. Stun your viewers, not your account. Visit NewTek.com for more information.
ManGrate. ManGrates are an amazing tool for serious grillers. Constructed from 100% American-made cast iron, these grill grates cook with radiant heat and are a more efficient way to barbecue.
ManGrate, grill enhancement system.
Right now in the live studio audience. And two of those people happen to be guests on the show. We're big time, baby, here on the Jeff Adams Show.
Big time.
Nicole or Nick? Nicole, Nick.
I'm going to let you choose what you want to call me.
This is the first time we've actually been live. Last time you did the show, you were via Skype.
Well, I was live, though. I mean...
Yeah, we were live, but you were via Skype, and I was in Lakeland, you were in Lakeland. And
Nick.
Nicole. Nick.
Or Nicole, whichever one.
So you have your alias rapping with Nick?
Yes.
Why rapping with Nick? I want to ask you that. You just got on Twitter, by the way. So why do you want to rap with Nick?
I got on Twitter a few months ago because it's a backstory. I was selling raps. I told you this, remember?
Yes, you did. I'm sorry. But just telling people.
Tone, firm, and fit in 45 minutes or less. And It Works is the name, was the name of the company. And so I was going to start podcasting. I'd been doing coaching on the side, and so I thought, you know, I want to rap with people, man. I actually did a whole blog on what the word rap means. Rap actually means oral storytelling. Did you know that?
Okay, well, I used to be a rapper.
All right, well, let's
when I think rap,
let's go. Let's have a rap off.
I don't want to rap right now. Those days are behind me. You can see the grays.
So now I rap with real men on Real Time, Real Men Only.
And
you are a real man, Jeff.
Yeah, what makes you a real man?
That's what I ask all my guests. What constitutes a real man? So do you want to hear some of the answers that I get?
They go,
money, yo, money, yo.
No,
money. I make money.
They know they're speaking to a woman, so they say deep things like vulnerability and being honest, and you know, it's good. They get down in there and try to see. Some of them get nervous. They'll say, "Oh, I don't know what constitutes a real man."
You gotta make money.
You gotta have a nice voice and talk.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, here, this is Jeff Adams Show. We're live here at Lakeland TV on the TTB network. Man, we just continue to grow. and learn along the way. It's a crazy experiment, this Jeff Adams show that we have. It's just absolutely.
It's an experiment.
It's
sure.
absolutely fun.
I love it.
We always try
Sociological.
some. Yeah, we try something different every time we go live. We go, hey, let's try to add a city backdrop this time, and lo and behold, we have a city
I
backdrop.
love it because Lakeland is a real city.
Well, I mean, I don't think we have these type of buildings because, like, Randy, produces a show. He said, "That's not Lakeland." I'm like, well, when I get my new camera in, I'll go shoot some,
We'll
B-roll
do
footage.
some real Lakeland video.
Yeah. So, anyways, did you put makeup on?
I actually did. Are you surprised?
I forgot to. And
I put makeup on.
crazy story about makeup. When I was like in between what I wanted to do with my life after I left the music industry, I actually applied to this place called Kelby Media Group. They do like product reviews for BH Photo
Yeah.
and whatnot. And so I didn't know. I actually applied to be a producer because I actually worked with them at NAB one year. I was like running the floor producing like their content.
Nice.
But the creative director there said, hey, I think you'd be doing disservice if you don't.
Put some powder on.
No, if you don't. I saw you show. You should, do the product review.
Right,
So I
right.
did. And then they put on a special on me and go, make sure you bring your makeup bag. I'm like, makeup bag? I never wore makeup in my life. I never wore makeup at all. And so I didn't know. So I text my friend in town. She worked at Southeastern College, Roxanne, because she did like Raw TV at the time for students. And she said, hey, this is all you need. And she gave me this powder to put on. So I put it on my forehead, and I felt cool. But
Right.
when I got there, everybody's like, go in the makeup room. There's a bag there if you don't have makeup and whatnot.
What
And,
else did they make you put on?
Well, I just put on the powder I had. I bought it at Walgreens. I felt like so unhip.
Right, but what was in the bag?
They had all kinds of stuff. Eyeliner.
Wow, that's what I wanted to know.
There's this guy, I won't mention his name. He's like he would have been my boss before I would have got hired there. He lives in Lakeland. And he goes, I bring my own bag. He had this like almost suitcase of makeup. And I'm like, dude, you're a guy, man. You really need that eyeliner? I mean, when you get older,
It makes your eyes pop. It
yeah,
does.
I don't really care. I'm
I don't
married.
think you need it.
And I don't care anymore. I mean, I guess if there's a shine, I'm losing my hair, on the top. I got the
It's all
crop.
about the shine. Is really what you want to avoid, the shine.
Yeah, I got the crop circle going on. UFOs landed on my head. And but you really don't care. You got grays. I don't care. I got the Amish look. I'm not Amish, but I go Amish.
Right.
You got to represent the Amish
They
people.
make good
So
look.
if I get the curls, you might be a little concerned. But
I like that look.
yeah, but with the makeup, I just don't get it. There's so much high maintenance with this stuff. And I guess with you put a little powder, it takes the reflection off your forehead. But I got enough, crap from 2 weeks ago on my forehead that I don't have to worry about makeup.
You don't need to worry
'Cause
about
you really
it.
don't. I don't do the.
You're not looking shiny if that's what you're worried about.
I don't do the washcloth thing at all. It's just
No,
waste
it's
of my
a
time.
bacteria cesspool.
So have you ever been? I went to a chiropractor this morning, and I've been having these back problems since I got my son from Haiti. He is this little muscle. I call him the Jack Mel muscle because he takes all of his weight and he jumps on me.
Yes.
And like I can open the van door and he just like lunges at me and he threw out my back. He's powerful. He's going to be, speaking of
He's a
which,
big
we
kid.
got
I
a
saw
former
pictures of
NFL
him.
player on the show today, which
Oh my gosh, I'm
is
so
amazing.
excited.
But I think
He's amazing.
I think Marvin is going to be a future NFL player because when he jumps on me, he threw out my back. And with these chiropractors, I went to the chiropractor. He actually goes to my church, and went to the chiropractor, and he has this weird gadget of seat. You like lay on your belly, and it makes you feel like you're a mermaid. He like flips,
Yeah.
like loose. It's bizarre. But anyways, I was sitting there, and before that, you had like this electrotherapy. They put these like little suction cups on
Yeah,
there.
I like that.
I'm not
You
an
didn't like
expert.
that one?
Yeah, I like it. I'm just not an expert. I don't know if I butcher this. Correct me. They put these little suction cups on the back of the bottom of your back.
Right.
And so I did that, but I was just, I was sitting there. And have you ever like when you're like out of it, you can't look at your phone. You're just kind of like you're face down. You have like this.
You got some blood going to the
Yeah.
face. Yes, that's true.
But you start recognizing, ear-wise what's going on around you. Like,
yes, you start hearing better.
And so I heard this acoustic guitar music, and it was so bizarre. And I started thinking in my head, I'm like, does this guy know when he recorded this music that it would be playing in a chiropractor office? Because all I was thinking is I was annoyed with it. Because this guy was doing good solos, and then I thought of the guy in my head. He had long hair, and he was just...
So it wasn't like classical Spanish. It was like bad acoustic.
Yeah, just all acoustic, and he was
Okay.
going off on the acoustic guitar.
Okay.
I go, this is horrible.
All right.
This is absolutely horrible. My back hurts. I don't want to hear this music right now. I mean, maybe he'd throw some 80s music in there or something, but I didn't want to hear it.
90s.
And I'm thinking about the guy. I'm like, did he really think that his music would reach a doctor's office? Or I shouldn't say chiropractic. Is that doctor or is that? Because doctors sometimes go, hey, that's kind
They do get, there's a big rival there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did he ever crack you? The back? Did
yeah,
he actually crack
yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah, he cracked me. And the funny thing, I was going to mention something to him, but then when he knew I was in the music industry for 23 years, and he goes, hey, man, do you play guitar? So I guess he was a guitarist. So I didn't really bring it up like, dude, your music sucks.
Right.
So I guess he knows.
Because it could have even been him.
Yeah. Because
He might have been like, hey, I'm playing my CD on there. They're going to listen to it.
So if he's watching us now, he probably knows that, hey, Jeff's
He
coming.
does.
Yeah. And he's not going to play that music anymore.
He might call in.
But it's just bizarre, the things that you recognize around you, like when you can't have technology in your face. And it's something I've been really working on, having technology in my face, is like really putting it down.
Yes, that's good.
Like Sundays, we're really trying to make like a family day where there's no technology. No one watches TV. We all spend time as a family. And because it's so easy to get addicted to these things.
I interviewed Michael Stelzner of the Social Media Examiner. He does like one of the world's largest social media. I mean, he is the top guy in social media. And he said the same thing. He said from certain hours when he gets home, they shut the phones off. And did you know the statistic that people check their cell phone literally every 6 minutes? They have to keep looking at it, even if nothing's happening.
Hang on a minute.
So he had a really good insight about that. And he
Oh,
said,
wow,
"Step
dude,
married."
this guy just hit me up on Twitter.
gosh.
I'm just kidding. I'm actually looking at my notes so I can stay focused here. So I'm going to like do a train wreck. But
Social Media Examiner. It is good, Michael Stelzner.
it's crazy, though. I mean, you really don't realize how big social media is until you actually go out in public and you go. And then you feel like if I have my kids out, I'm by myself or something, and, you know, I'm like stuck in my phone, I'll go, probably someone's analyzing me and think I'm a bad dad.
Yep.
So I put my phone down. It's the peer pressure, I guess.
I've done that. It's like I'll look at them and I'll say, wow, their kid is running off over there and they're on the phone.
Well, I mean, your background, I mean, you've got an education and everything.
Well,
So
a little bit.
Tell people, you know.
Just a master's in psychology, and then I actually
Just
teach
a master's.
sociology at Florida Southern College here.
Yeah.
College.
Well, I got something for you. I have a problem with bathroom. I have a bathroom phobia.
You've got some bathroom issues, because the last time we were on the show, we were talking about submarines in bathrooms.
Yes.
So what's your phobia here? Because I did see it on
My
Facebook.
phobia is that
afraid to ask.
we got a phone call too. I'm gonna grab it real quick. My phobia is now it's like when I wash my hands and stuff, I feel like it's counterproductive because I know guys that go and urinate in the bathroom
And they don't wash.
and they don't wash and they touch the door. So what's the point of me washing my hands? So what would
So
you
this
say
is what
about
girls
following
do.
it?
They take the paper towel that they dried and they open the door and they chuck it into the can. They use
you
a
know
little
what?
football.
I'm crazy.
Little football action.
I will wait in the bathroom until someone opens the door, and then I'll grab the top of the door because I'm 6'5" and grab the top of the door
Yeah,
because
you
I
are
think
tall.
it's clean up there.
It's not clean up there. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Well, let me grab this
Use
phone.
the foot. Use the foot.
Let me probably grab this phone call real quick so they don't think I'm avoiding them, and then we'll go to break after this phone call. Hey, you're on the Jeff Adams Show. What's going on? Hello. 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 Hello.
Interesting.
Interesting. Who is this?
Hollister.
Who?
Hollis.
Sweet.
Hollister who?
What's Friday?
What in the world is going on? Hello.
I don't think so.
Can you hear me? Do they have us on mute or something?
Are they reading a story?
Hey, you're live on the air right now.
We don't have to bellow.
All I heard was interesting, like he was mocking me or something.
It did sound like that, yes. Walk away. Let's
Hey,
hear
did you
it.
call about the free tickets to the U2 concert? No? Okay, then you're being dropped.
You're fired.
Good day, story. Hey, we're going to take a break. And when we take a break, let me tell you what's going on.
I'm excited.
I'm excited, too. This is interesting.
I'm super psyched.
We got Earl Christy from the New York Jets. And I'll just leave it at that. And we also have Dave.
David.
No, he goes by Dave.
Oh.
If you're in, you go by Dave. But he might go by David. He might slap me when he comes
Told
on the
me
set.
David, so I'm not in.
Well, I call him Dave. Right, Dave? Is that Dave, the live studio audience? David or Dave? Yell it. Just call him anything. Bobby Bowie? Dave.
Don't
So
do it, Dave. I like
we got
that.
Dave. He's formerly a CBS and ESPN radio, and we have him up next. This is going to be a great segment, so stay tuned. We'll be right back on the Jeff Adams Show. Caller, try to call back in, and don't say interesting. All right. Go on the break.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. It's creative comedy for ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
Man Grate. Man Grates are an amazing tool for serious grillers. Constructed from 100% American-made cast iron, these grill grates cook with radiant heat and are a more efficient way to barbecue.
Man Grates, grill enhancement system.
If you go to the JeffAdamsShow.tv, you can get this Man Grate for $19.95. You know, if we wanted to, Steve, we get like TTB Network on here, the Jeff Adams Show, whatever you would want on this brush, you could get. But I wouldn't really understand why you would want to have the Jeff Adams Show cleaning your grill. That's just me. But Man Grate, go to JeffAdamsShow.tv and get yourself a Man Grate today. And I'm telling you, you want a high-end, nice tasting steak, chicken, you name it. Man Grate's it. Go to JeffAdamsShow.tv. Hit the promo code, boom, and it'll take you there. Order it, $19.99. You can't beat that. Man Grate, I like grilling. It's great. It's fantastic. Mwah. I'm going to use it tonight.
Meet Pete, roofer extraordinaire. One day, people will spend their evenings just admiring his work. The rain that rolls off his slates will be collected as blessed water, and even flightless birds will flock for a spot on a shingle. But if no one knows about Pete, his talents will go unnoticed. Fortunately, GoDaddy.com can help you get online and get noticed. Don't rob the world of your talents. Visit GoDaddy. It's go time.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by GoDaddy. They have everything you need to put your business online. Find new customers and get started. Get started by registering a domain name and creating your website with GoDaddy's easy-to-use website builder. Already have a site? Keep it running fast with GoDaddy Web Hosting. It's go time. Visit GoDaddy.com, enter promo code Jeff30.
Off and save on your new purchases.
You can also get a .com domain for $1.99 or transfer a domain using promo code Jeff199. Some limitations apply. See website for details.
Hey, welcome back to the Jeff Adams Show. We have the winner of the show. Lo and behold, we have Earl Christy from the New York Jets. We have Dave, a fantastic radio personality from CBS Radio, ESPN. What is going on?
I'm telling you what's going on, man. It's football season.
The Jets?
That's right. I'm pumped up. You know, just reliving Superbowl3. We need another trophy in that showroom for the Jets, and those guys are fired up.
Superbowl3. Let's think about that. Superbowl3. I mean, you think about that now. It's better than being -3, right?
You better believe it.
What was that like playing in the NFL?
Well, you know, playing against my hometown team, nobody gave us a chance. Only my grandmother, because she was just a praying woman. She believed that we were going to win. And in playing against John Unitas and, of course, Joe Namath being our quarterback, I'm telling you, and your whole family had to watch you this week because we're playing the Colts. That's our local team. So it was on national TV and, you know, millions across the world watching.
Joe Namath, did he wear the, you know, the fur coat and everything as well?
Oh, yeah, man. Joe had the fur coat, man. I'm telling you. And actually, this year you saw him in that new fur coat. I didn't like that one as
Johnny
much.
Drama is what I call him. Johnny Drama.
Yes, he had the opportunity to flip the coin for Super Bowl. So, you know, it was funny.
Oh, do you know the story about that as well, Earl?
Oh, well, you can tell the sports fan.
Flipping the coin, you know?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, he went out in his fur coat to flip the coin. And, you know, I think he flipped it too soon.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
You know, and one of the things is in the Super Bowl, he, you know, predicted the game as well. You know, he predicted it, like, gave it before he, you know, before the game ever took place, he guaranteed a victory. So Joe was used to doing it, and that's what he talked about with flipping the coin. So he predicted it before it even happened.
So what, you know, let me ask you this, Earl. What was it like playing in the NFL?
Wow, what a joy. You know, as a kid growing up, you know, special boys always dreamed about having, you know, playing pro sports. But guess what? So unique. I never played football till I went to college. I played basketball. I ran track. I was a pretty good athlete. I played baseball, but never played football until I went to Maryland Eastern Shore. And in that game, there were 5 persons from my college, more than any college in America. Small school called Maryland State, University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and 4 of us played together on the same team in college.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So how was your basketball game?
Oh man, I could put that much on the rim back in the day.
What?
And I played professional show basketball with a team called the Harlem Wizards. And my son did a TV special. We traveled around the world with the Harlem Globetrotters. He was the world's youngest basketball player.
I got news for you. This is how I was in the rim.
Oh, come on.
I was in high school, 1991.
Okay.
I was in a slam dunk contest. Vince Carter was a freshman.
Okay.
I was going into my senior year.
Right.
And he finished first. I finished third in slam dunk off state of Florida.
Wow.
But I was all up in there. I wasn't here, Earl. I was up in here.
Oh, good gracious.
And I had the opportunity, because I lived in Daytona Beach, I used to go to Mainland Senior High School and watch Vince play in high school.
So you probably you saw me play. I had to
Probably.
guard the guy, and I thought there was no hope.
Oh, wow. It was unbelievable.
Well, how tall are you, Jeff?
6'5".
That's cheating. 6'5".
He's 6'5" too. That's cheating for him. He's 6'5" too. Don't start.
Well, you said it was up there. You had to jump high. You had to have good vertical.
Dude, I was. Yeah.
That's great, Jeff.
So, Dave, you can speak on this too, but let me ask you one last question before I start talking to Dave here about what you guys are doing with the radio show and whatnot. Basically, what do the players of today look back at you? Do they know that you're a Super Bowl III winner, like people in the Jets? And how do they pay you respect and do they ever ask you for advice? Like, hey, how do I approach this game today?
Well, this is a good question. I tell you, they give me the most respect because we only won 1 Super Bowl, and they have our pictures up in their facility and everything. I have never seen so much respect from the young people. And when I spoke to them, Rex Ryan, I had the pleasure of speaking to them, and they gave me a standing ovation. It wasn't because so much, but they know that my heart, and I started off with sharing the word of the Lord, and I end up. And that's what was so impressive. They're very mannered persons, and they work together. Yes, definitely, that's a great opportunity when you see the way they're responding to each other. Yes, because they know I've been there, and as old Davis always said, wisdom, and the young people want to listen, and they're hungry for it. I'm telling you. So, yeah, they definitely, and they hear it all the time. The Jets only won 1 Super Bowl in 45 years. That just happened to have been my football number. Right. 45 years. So they're hungry, and they're getting sick and tired of hearing about the Super Bowl Jets. They need another trophy in their showcase.
Well, they'll probably get it soon.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dave, you guys have a history. You guys are doing a radio thing together.
Absolutely.
And how long have you guys been doing that together?
Well, Earl and I go back about 8 or 9 years. We met at a networking group, and we just hit it off. And the common thing we have together is the love of Jesus Christ. Yeah. And that's what really brought us together in the fellowship. And that's enabled us to do things that we could have never even imagined. We've had our own radio show on CBS, ESPN. We've worked with the NFL alumni and so forth. But one of the things I want to talk about, what you brought up, was the NFL, how it compares with the NFL of Earl's era. And what people don't realize is people are people, and they really haven't changed that much. I mean, yes, they're in the spotlight a whole lot more, but there's people in the NFL and in the real world out here in the business world that make bad choices, and there's people that make great choices. But overwhelmingly, when I go into the locker rooms and have an opportunity to talk with these people, there's a lot of great people in the NFL. We never hear about that. All we hear about is the negative.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is where the media takes a role in this.
Right.
So the players, they made bad choices back in Earl's day. You just didn't hear about it because there wasn't a mainstream media to broadcast it. There wasn't the, ESPNs of the world and so forth that's going to put them out in the public eye. They handled things within the locker room. They handled things as a team, and that's how they did it. And it doesn't happen today. Everything that you do is under a microscope.
But it just seems really, agent-based. Like, how much money can I get? Focus on yourself. But, if you go to church, you're a faith person. Focus on yourself is probably not the best thing you can possibly do.
Right.
But, I mean, there's hope. I mean, I can literally tell you that I'm not a big NFL guy right now because even with the NBA, I'm a big basketball guy, but I think for me, LeBron did the right thing. He went back and did the right decision, going back to his hometown. But for me, I really lost interest because of a lot of the players' mentality, the ego-driven, the self-worship, like it's about me, I got to get my contract. You know, NFL is great. It's very fun to watch. I just don't have a team.
Well, I'll say this about the contracts. I never will bash a player for trying to get money. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you this, because the average sport fan does not know this. The average life of an NFL player is about 3 years. The NFL doesn't offer guaranteed money. A lot of your money is from a signing bonus.
Right.
And then they can pretty much get rid of you at any time if they don't like what you're doing. Most players, 3 years after they retire, are bankrupt. Okay, because there's not the mentoring programs in place. There's not that transitioning programs in place to teach these guys. They are a commodity. You bring them into the NFL, and when they don't make you any more money, when their life is done as a football player, they're out. And then where do they go? So I don't mind them getting the money.
Right.
Okay. I don't mind them trying to get as much as they can.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's a Peyton Manning. Not
Right.
everybody's a Drew Brees. Most of the people don't make that kind of money, and you think they do, but when you have that kind of lifestyle, you're living in the NFL, and you get out of the NFL, you want to continue that lifestyle, and that's why they end up bankrupt in a few years, because you can't continue that lifestyle
Right.
anymore. You have to go back and get a regular house in a regular neighborhood, and that's hard to do. It's hard to tell somebody who's been in the spotlight, now go in just to a regular neighborhood and get a house and live as a normal person.
Let's try to grab this call real quick and see if they got a question for you guys. Hey, you're on the air. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I guess the phone line's jacked. We had like 3 other calls.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? You can hear them,
Technical
but you
difficulties.
can't hear us, which is bizarre. So we'll just give up on the phone lines today.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear us? No? Passing gas on the air? No? Flatulating, not thinking that you're on the air? All right. We'll give up on the phone lines today.
What are you
Obviously,
guys up
something's
to
going on.
now? What do you guys? What's the future hold for Earl and David? I don't want to hear what.
Well, you know.
You stole my question.
Oh, you stole. That's a good question. One really the big things, and David can elaborate after me, is that we want to truly try to bring people to Christ, and that's through sports camps, through spiritual groups of joining together, and that's important to us because it's bigger than football, it's bigger than sports, and we are going to utilize sports to really try to bring more people to God, and because it's all about relationships, it's all about teamwork. Since I've been 5 years old, I've been always practicing team relationships, working together in harmony. We're really all on the same team, and we're looking forward to probably doing television along with radio that we're doing right now. And we're just excited about it because, I mean, we get an opportunity to visit any pro athlete in the world and all over the world. I mean, this is great. And with young people in high school and everything, and one of the things we try to teach them, the basic foundation to have character, to have integrity. It's so important in life, you know, because football is just a stepping stone, or sports is a stepping stone, but it's all about trying to develop the whole person. Now, I used to be a sports agent, and one thing that I told them is after the game, because a sport is only for a certain
sports agent?
Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
CAA?
Awesome.
Who did you work with? William Morris, or what was it?
No, I had my highest draft choice was a kid that was the number 2 draft, Hector, that played for the New York Jets. But I used to get a lot of free agents.
McGuire coming in?
Yeah,
Yo,
show me the money, baby.
Show me the money.
Superbowl3, man.
Yeah, no, but really, we had quite a few guys, and then, you know, owning my own semi-pro team before and everything.
Wait, stop right there. Semi-pro team. You owned a semi-pro team? Who did you own?
Oh, yeah, up in Connecticut. Yeah, the different players. And, in fact, unfortunately, when they had the strike, right, some of our kids were playing on Monday Night Football. And
What?
I was just excited about it. Yeah. And, you know, and also when you talk about sports, too, you know, a former professional basketball player with the Harlem Wizards. And my son and I took a trip around the world.
The stories kept getting...
Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
Yo, yeah.
You just have
I just shared a few with you.
There's a lot more.
I've been so blessed, and it's only because of the grace of the Lord. I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
so grateful and thankful for the opportunity. That's why David and I really, truly want to reach young people. And I'm biased to senior citizens because my grandmother raised me. So we want to hit the whole spectrum. Yeah. It's all about working together, supporting each other. And that favorite word that I love, L-O-V-E, love. That's what it's all about.
It really is. So tell us about the direction you guys are going with the radio show. And
go ahead, David.
Well, you know, Earl has a show every Saturday on WTIS, which is Inspiration Radio, 11:10 a.m. Okay, it's the Earl Christy Sports Show, and you know, I'm his co-host on the show. And Earl and I want to move in a direction towards getting the word out to even more people. So we're looking to produce a television show.
Have you heard about JA Creative?
Oh yes, we have actually. I just heard about it a half hour ago.
You know, this show is just a you know, basically an experiment for people like yourselves. I mean, you know, it's like when you have a vision for something, you have to experiment with it. And you know, luckily with Randy and Stephen Haywood and Chris, everybody involved, I mean, this is an experiment where we can go with this thing. And you know, basically why I do this show. I mean, you know, I'm a pretty, you know, I guess I'm a pretty talented guy, but I'm a behind the scenes kind of guy. But I do this stuff to stay sharp. I do it for fun. But we also are building a company that's based off of, you know, broadcasting. And it's a big, you know, Nicole's going to be launching a show in November about over the relationships. And
great.
So that's why I was asking where you're going with the show, because, you know, maybe there's an opportunity where we can, you know, join together and maybe possibly do something.
Well, we're definitely going to talk to you about it, and it's going to be called the Earl and Dave Show.
Yeah.
Earl and Dave Show.
I might tell my age again. I started into television and radio in 1971, before ESPN was on radio. And I'm so glad that me and David came together, and he's just a natural. There's no question about it. Yeah.
I won't let him retire, by the way.
Yeah.
Because you know what they say?
If you love what you do, why retire?
Well, you know what they say also, when you stop moving, that's when things happen. So we got to keep Earl moving.
Do you guys have a date for the launch?
Do we have a date, Jeff?
Oh, but he threw a fastball.
Talk to my agent over here.
Yeah,
In the jet shirt. He's gonna be my
we
agent.
got a date. We claim it. It's like, let's just go do it.
Well, real quick, let me try the phone line one more time.
Yeah, come on.
And if not, I'm giving up on the phone.
No, don't give up, Dave.
Never give up.
No, Jeff, don't give up.
I hear from a Jet, Superbowl3. Hey, you're on the air. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Or is the phone line crap today? Can you flatulate or something?
I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
I would say that.
They're there. It's just we're not getting
That
anything.
is a wrap, yeah.
Technical difficulties. So we'll give up on the phone lines today. But, yeah, guys, thanks so much for coming on the show. I mean, literally it just happened, what, 24 hours ago?
Yeah, absolutely.
48 hours ago, something like that. But I'm so happy, and, you know, hopefully we can do something at J Creative and
absolutely
build a relationship here at Lakeland TV. We got a lot to offer. Randy, I don't know if you met Randy. And
Right.
Randy owns a joint, so Randy's fantastic. So hopefully we can do something here in the future.
You know what? I'm so happy you guys have a passion for it. And just like I said, it's not work when you have a passion and when you love something. That's all. And being able to give something to people, you get back so much in return.
Yeah, that's what it's about. I mean, it's like, it's not, you know, everybody says, well, what's Jeff Adams show about? It's like, hey, I did it because I didn't have any other way to do it. Because I like to push the boundaries and be creative and see how far I can go with it. And I was like, well, I can't have a guinea pig, so I'll just use myself. And that's what I've done. So, you know, hopefully we can, you know, launch creative, you know, rapping with Nick or Nicole. You know, her relationship show, she's got a lot of high-profile people that's going to come on her show, and, you know, hopefully we produce some great stuff here at Lakeland TV.
These guys know what it's about. And what I love is that you're using your passion, football, to open that door, to go through those doors, to get where, who knows, the options are limitless.
Oh, it's endless. And you know,
Nothing's impossible.
Right, and we're going to go for the ride and share companionship, all those good things.
And we talk about this all the time, but there's a lot of ways to reach kids. But the one thing that brings kids together is music and sports. It brings the world together, actually.
No question.
And so whatever hook we need to use to get those kids to come and then give them the message, that's what we're going to do. One of the components of what we're going to do is what you talked about with your household, where you get rid of the technology. Yeah. We want to have camps and so forth where we eliminate that technology and teach people to get back to communicating one-on-one with each other. into interaction, okay? Because we find that kids are looking at their cell phones. I've actually seen kids in the same room, not speaking to each other, texting.
Yeah.
And, you know, it drives me crazy, but it is the world we live in, but we want to try to teach some kids to get back to the importance of interacting one-on-one.
I'm a former teacher. I taught the best subject, physical education. And I asked the kids, I said, would you rather stay in the house or go out and play? Stay in the house. And, you know, wow.
Play video games?
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
Yes.
These kids.
Are you going to do like a retreat, like a weekend, or would it be a week-long camp or something?
We have all kinds. We have a whole lot of vision, but the camps would be something where we go from city to city and get free clinics, and maybe there might be two or 3 day clinics.
Yeah. And they're going to be free.
Well, we got to do something together.
But we have a whole lot more.
Here.
I mean, there's not enough time to talk about everything we're doing.
I'll find out he was the president of the United States of America. He goes, when I was president, you know.
It's like, when I lived over
What?
here.
You got stories, man.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's a great thing about, you know, I'm not, I guess, where you're at in life, you know, I'm going to be 42 next week. But I feel like I've been here for a while. But the older you get, the more wiser you get. You have a little bit more to add to, like, stories and whatnot. And I'm so fascinated with people where you're at in life, because all I can sit back, I feel like I'm a kid at a campfire. You know, there's a fire, I got marshmallows, and I hear stories. I love stories.
Well, let me tell you something. When we do the Earl and Dave show, I have them all archived. I have so many stories about Earl and Joe Namath, and going to Joe Namath's house, and so many different things that the fans want to know.
So tell the people, you know, if I know they can hear online. You got to give them the website, but where they can hear the show now, and hopefully they can be able to watch it soon. So drop where they can hear it, what time.
Right now, it's every Saturday, 1 p.m. WTIS, which
Eastern
is
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time, and it's 11:10 a.m. But if you go to WTIS.com, you'll be able to download the app and listen anywhere in the world. You can listen online as well.
That's awesome.
Every Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Check it out. I'm going to check it out this Saturday.
Okay.
I'm going to check it out.
All righty.
I'll listen, and I might even call in.
Well, I'm telling you, we'll be on it.
Call in. I'm gonna do a prank on you.
Uh-oh, boy. That's okay. We can handle it.
I'm going to watch some Joe Namath videos and try to do imitation of Joe Namath. I guess I just blew that cover. So anyways, thanks for coming on the show. We're going to take a quick break, and up next we have Funnier in My Head, a longtime friend that does music, and that's the beauty of what we do here on the Jeff Adams Show. We just do whatever we feel like.
Go with the flow.
And, it's your show.
Exactly. But it's actually your show, my man. It's everybody's show because
you're a good man.
You're a smart guy.
That's the key.
It's interactive. We try to make it interactive, and we have a chat room, but the chat room's kind of quiet right now because actually the network we're on, the TTB network, they're actually every show he does, Stephen Haywood, they're all on vacation mode right now. We're the only live show that's coming out of the network right now, so everything's a little slow, but you know we're doing it, baby. We're doing it. That's what counts.
You're doing it.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
We're so appreciative.
And we'll be back after these messages.
Stay connected with The Jeff Adams Show on Facebook and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at The Jeff Adams. Like me on Facebook, Facebook.com/The Jeff Adams Show. Come to the website, thejeffadamsshow.tv, for special giveaways.
Sean hasn't discovered Audible.com yet. He uses his smartphone mostly for social media, where he's become quite skilled in abbreviated communicating. Sean thought this skill would be good to demonstrate to a potential employer who inquired about his spare time. OMG, I totes heart soch meat. Hire me, lols. Don't be like unemployed Sean. Use your smartphone smarter. Try one of the hundreds of thousands of titles at Audible.com, an Amazon company.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/The Jeff Adams Show. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Ah, you were hunting. That's great, great. I remember those days I used to dress up in those chicken suits. Remember that?
No, wait. He's got a gun. No!
Speaking of planes, let me just break this down to you. You ever been on a plane and someone passes gas? Why does it always, smell the same? Have you ever noticed that?
I'm going to cut right to the chase and just get to brass tacks here. Your band sucks.
You don't like my record, do you? Everybody in the world likes my record.
Not everybody.
Yeah, everybody in the world likes my record.
What's with your accent?
All the details, all the paperwork.
Only make this jump. Let's find out.
He scored!
Get out.
Now. Okay. Why is it all the time when you get on a plane, when someone passes gas, it always smells the same? Seriously. Huh?
The joke's on you, friend.
Looking across the valley, and up there on the hill, sitting on a man with some relatives, and a lot of time to kill. They've been tearing down a lot of trees. It seems to me to build a house. And I sat there in my rocking chair and wondered what he was all about. Well, my neighbor had come on over. He invited me to eat. Said, look at a man up on the hill, working in the summer heat. My neighbor laughed. He hadn't heard. Well, that man, he's gone mad. He's been tearing on for weeks about the coming days in the sinful life we have. That man said, there is a storm coming, the rain is gonna fall. The only shelter is in this boat, come on, you know the flood will take you all. Well, years had passed and this boat was built, just sat there on the hill. The sign of rain, a raven, a breeze. At least none that I could feel, never one that passed, and they just laughed at him, cursed the ground that he walked on. And I had to laugh at that crazy old man as he continued to preach on. Then one morning it struck me odd to see the cargo he brought on. 2 animals of every kind, yes, he loaded them onto this boat. And I dropped my drink and I walked up the hill and said, hey, this has gone on long enough. And I said, look here, old man, this has got to stop. And I'm here to call your bluff. And that man said, there's a storm coming, the rain is gonna fall. The only shelter is in this boat, come on, you know the flood will take you all. I just turned to walk away. I thought, what a stupid old man. Don't he know it ain't never rained out here in this old desert land? As I got closer to my house, I felt this cool breeze blow right through me. And I thought to myself, no, No, I couldn't be. Cause as I turned to sit back down, my heart had just froze. From out of nowhere, a chill ran through me as the door began to close, and a tear came to my eye as the rain began to fall. There was nothing, no, nothing, I can do it all. As that man said, there's a storm coming, rain is gonna fall. The only shelter is in this boat, come on in, or the flood will take you all. The flood will take you all.
You got one more, Bob? I just said his name. Funnier in my head. Kick it, dude. He didn't want his real name. He just wanted Funnier in my head.
I'll do a little blues number for you called The Train's Gone.
Let's do it. Live TV, baby.
All right.
Come on.
Well, I'd like to tell you I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're too far gone. Yeah, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're too far gone. 'Cause I hear that lonely whistle blow from the train that's carried you on. Well, I look in the city, Detroit to the Big Easy. Yeah, I've searched the Windy City, Detroit to the Big Easy. And I can't find you nowhere from sea to shining sea. I've looked into the desert all the way to the northeast. Yeah, I looked into the desert all the way to the northeast. I guess the only place left is outer space for me to finally get some peace. That's right.
Hopefully they unmute me. Live TV is always fun, as you can experience. I mean, this is better than PBS.
I'm on a tape delay.
I'm on a tape delay? How are you on a tape delay? But hey, thank you so much for coming out. I know it's a long drive from Massachusetts, but yeah, this is Jeff Adams Show. What's your Facebook?
Facebook.com/funnierInMyHead.
Talking to the microphone.
Facebook.com/funnierInMyHead.
And Twitter?
Twitter is actually at @rdubmusic, RDUB music. You can get there by hashtagging Funnier in My Head.
Hashtag Funnier in My Head. And Pinterest? No Pinterest? You don't share the recipes?
I have no interest in Pinterest.
No.
I'm on Pinterest.
Oh, you're the only one.
Oh! Little jab there. Oh, you LinkedIn?
No.
What? Google Plus?
I'm on PlayStation.
I guess that counts. What other social media is there?
I don't know.
Instagram? Are you on Instagram?
No.
I'm not on Instagram.
You're getting old.
I am old.
MySpace? MySpace?
No.
MySpace?
No, actually, I don't.
YouTube?
Yeah, you got to be on YouTube.
I was never on with YouTube.
Website?
ReverbNation.com/Funnier in My Head.
Interwebs?
That's all I have left.
Hey, well, thanks for everybody hanging out on the Jeff Adams Show. We're going big time. Soon, we will be syndicated to PBS. Can't get any better than PBS. Thanks for hanging out here on the Jeff Adams Show. Thanks for Randy, Chris, Stephen Haywood, Tech to Us Network, and all the guests hanging out, and the lonely chat this week. And the phone calls, if you called in, apologize, ran into some technical difficulties, but we'll be back up and running next week. And next week, don't have it planned out, but it's going to be my birthday. The day we do a show is going to be my birthday, so we're going to have a big birthday explosion here on the Jeff Adams Show. So tune in next week here on Lakeland TV, the Jeff Adams Show, TTB Network. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Play a little ditty when we get out of here. Oh!